down today. We'll start laying on the mat. We'll just lay down with our knees up. So we'll start breathing, laying on the floor. Sealing the lips. Breathing in and out through the nose. First thing we'll do today is move the legs. Like windshield wipers, just moving the legs left to right. All the time keeping awareness to breath. If it feels good to hold your knees to one side, then please do so. So follow the breath through your nose. Breathe down towards the belly. We're just waking up the spine gently, bringing some movement into the body. And then stop in the middle. We'll straighten up both legs. And we'll go for a kind of banana asana on the ground. Breathe in, stretch your arms up, take a yawn stretch, like you're just waking up in the morning, actually kind of. And then we're going to move to the right. So move your legs to the right, move your arms to the right, and bend your body on the floor. Breathe into it. Feel the chest rise and expand. Come back to the center, then move your legs and arms to the left. Take in some deep breaths. Feel a nice stretch down the side of the body. Stretching out the arms, stretching out the legs. Change. Come back to the center. We're going to go for wind remover, Abhanasana. Let's bend up the right knee. Stay flat on your back. Interlock the fingers on the right knee. Pull the right knee into the chest. You can move the foot around in a circle. Loosen off your ankle. Maybe bend and flex the ankle. If you want to go deeper, drop the knee out to the side and pull it more towards your shoulder. Keep the head on the floor, chin in towards the chest. One last squeeze on the knee and then slowly change. Straighten out the right leg, bend the left leg. Interlock fingers on the left knee and pull it into the chest. Breathe into the left hip. Make some circles with the foot, if you like. One way then the other. Bend and flex the ankle. To go deeper, drop the knee out to the left side. Pull it more towards the shoulder. Change. Release the left leg. Straighten it out. And then bend both knees. We're going to wrap the arms around and hug our own elbows. Otherwise, you put the hands on the knees and pull them into the chest. Keep the head on the floor or head on a pillow, chin into your chest. Deep breaths. Breathe into your hips. Suck in your belly. Try and send the base of your spine closer to the floor. Final breath. And slowly release the feet. Put the feet flat down on the ground. We'll go for bridge. So keep the knees hip width apart, parallel. Press your palms into the floor and lift your hips. Press down through the knees, through the shins, through your toes. And if you can, relax the glutes and relax the hamstrings. So relax the back of the legs so only the top half of the body works. Deep breath, breathing down towards your knees. Take one more breath and slowly lower down. We're going to do a little movement for the hip now. So slightly lift your hips off the ground, then visualize your pelvis tilting forwards and backwards. So breathe in, tilt your pelvis in. It's a very subtle movement. Breathe out, push out through the base of the spine and tilt the pelvis forward. In towards you, exhale away from you. So you're just hovering off the ground and tilting the pelvis back and forth. Sucking in the belly. You feel the base of the pelvis pull the lower spine down and stretch the spine. One more time. And slowly lower down. Breathe. Whilst we're here, let's go for reclined pigeon. Picking up the left foot, placing on the right knee. Take the left hand, reach it through the gap. Right hand around the side, pull the knee. If you can't grab the knee, grab behind the knee or use a belt or strap around the back of the thigh. Let's get the head on the floor or head on a pillow or a cushion. If it's hard to keep your head on the ground, and chin into the chest. Pull on the knee, press your left elbow into the left thigh. Breathe through your nose. Breathe into the left hip. With each exhale, try and release tension in the left hip. Take a final breath and slowly change. Release everything down to the floor and switch side. The right foot comes up on the left knee. Right hand goes through the gap. Left hand goes around the outside. Press right elbow into right thigh. Put your head back down on the floor. Or if it's hard to get your head on the floor, use a block or a cushion. So close the eyes, go back to the breath. Press your right elbow into the right thigh. Breathe into the right hip. And with each exhale, follow the breath from the hip. Back out to the nose, releasing tension with every exhale. Final breath. And slowly change. Release the feet. Back down to the ground. We'll spend 2 breaths in Shavasana. And change. Roll over onto your front. We're going onto hands and knees for child's pose. So, we try and sit the hips down towards the knees. The heels, sorry. The knees can be close together, or if you have any knee issues, the knees wider apart. Put your head on the floor, pull your fingertips into the ground. Relax the face, relax the forehead. Pull your fingers into the floor one last time. Slowly change. Come onto all fours for cat-cow. So breathe in and then breathe out. Start to suck in your belly, arch the spine, round out the shoulders. Fully exhale and then start to breathe in. Drop the belly, tilt the hips, lift the chest and lift the chin. Full inhale and then start to exhale. Press evenly through all fingers in the palms into the floor. Suck in the belly, round out the spine like an angry cat. Fully exhale and start to breathe in. Lift the head at the end of the inhale. So keep working through cat-cow at your own pace. Synchronize movement with breath. Let's go for one more each. One more cat, one more cow. And then meet with a neutral spine. Let's start to wake up our core a bit. So sending the right leg back, stretch it directly back. Hitting the table. Head looking down at the floor. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Change. Send your left leg back. Straight back directly out the hip. Looking down at the mat. 3, 2, 1. Change. Let's go back to right leg. And this time, bringing in the left arm. Stretch forward. Stretch backward. Look down at the floor. Hold it. Stretch as much as you can for 3, 2, 1. Change. Switching side. Left leg. Right arm. Stretch forward. Stretch backward. Hold it. Stretch as much as you can. 3, 2, 1. Slowly change. Going back to the first side. Right leg. Left arm. Stretch forward and stretch backward. Hold it for 1 breath. Then turn your palm outwards. Bend your knee. Reach back. Grab the foot. Look up towards the sky. Kick back and lift up. Deep breaths. And change. Go back to the first position. Stretch forward, stretch backward 1 more time. And then slowly lower down. Switching sides. So left leg back, right arm forward. Bicep next to the ear, palm faces in. Stretch forward, stretch backward. Then flip the palm so the palm faces out. Bend the knee, reach back, grab your foot. Kick back, lift the torso. Breathe. Deep, steady breaths. Kick back, look up, 1 more breath, and then go back to the first position. Stretch forward, stretch backward, and then slowly lower down. Let's thread the needle from here. So we'll breathe in and stretch up with our right hand. Breathing out, take the right hand behind the left wrist, left shoulder, left ear to the floor. Go back to your breath, reaching the right hand through. Stay here or put the left hand on the sacrum. Just check that your hips are flat. To go further, left hand grabs the right thigh. Pull on the right thigh. Get a nice twist in the spine. Reach the right hand through. Final breath. Slowly change. Press your left hand down into the floor. Come back onto your hands and knees and switch side. Left hand inhales, stretches up. Exhale, take it behind the right wrist, left shoulder, left ear, going down to the floor. Focus on the breath. Keep the hips directly above the knees. With your right hand, you can place it on the sacrum. You can stay in the first place, or you can go further here, or grab in the left thigh. Back to the breath. Reach the left hand through. Hold it. Final breath. And then change. Unravel your arm. Press the right hand into the floor. Come back to hands and knees. Let's get ready for down dog. Middle fingers face directly forward. Take the weight into the hands. Put the toes. Toes go into the floor. Start to lift the knees. Suck in the belly. Lift the hips. Feet are hip width apart. Press back so the bicep is next to the ears. And let's start to walk the dog. Pedal the legs left and right. Bending alternate knees. Head is totally relaxed. The head is hanging and looking down between the feet. Keep sucking in the belly. Keep sending your hips up towards the sky. Now let's hold still. Try to work your heels towards the floor. Keep pressing out through the hands, elbows straight. Deep breath in and out through the nose. Slowly change. Look forward and take your tiny steps forward into a fold. Going into ragdoll, grabbing our elbows. Head and neck totally relaxed. You can gently shake from side to side or bobbing up and down. Get the navel to touch the thighs, so bend your knees as much as you need to get a little connection between the belly and the thighs. You can push your knees back if you want to stretch the hamstrings. Take a final breath and change. Release your elbows. Next, we rebuild the spine. Visualize your spine stacking up the vertebrae very slowly. Keep breathing. Slowly roll yourself up. And when you reach the top, roll back the shoulders. Hold still. Take a breath in mountain pose. And change. Moving on to sun salutation. Take a quick sip of water if you like. Janie coming in late.
Wow, I didn't realise. I thought it was
Welcome
later.
to the party. We're halfway through almost. I'm going to have to mute you. So next is sun salutation. We had a slow start to the class. We're going to do the sun salutation now. So stand at the front of your mat. Stand with a straight spine. Connect to your breath. Let's begin. Arms sideways. Inhale, stretch up. Reach up, maybe looking up. Hold it for 2 breaths. First one is nice and slow. Exhale, forward fold. Knees slightly bent. Bring the fingertips in line with the toes. Head totally relaxed. Change. Inhale, come up halfway. Flat back, stretch the head and neck forward. Exhale, taking it down to high plank. Hands on the ground, step the feet back. Whilst exhaling, we lower ourselves down towards the floor. Inhale, slide forward to up dog. Exhale, you can put your knees down and then push back to down dog. 2 breaths. Change. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale as you step or jump to the front into a fold. Breathe in, arms sideways, reach up, stretch up. This time faster. So exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, flat back. Exhale, step or jump back to high plank, lower yourself down, exhaling. Inhale, slide forward to up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale as you step or jump to the front into a fold. Breathe in, arms sideways, reach up, stretch up. Let's go for 1 more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands on the ground, step or jump back to high plank and lower yourself down while exhaling. Inhale, slide forward up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back down dog. Breathe in and look forward. And then breathe out as you step or jump to the front into a fold. Breathe in, stretch up, reach up. Breathe out, forward fold. Changing it up this time. Inhale, come up halfway. And then exhale, step back the right foot, big step back into a lunge. Bring the right knee down to the floor. Take the arms sideways, breathe in. Lean back, breathe out. Hands come down to the ground. Left foot steps back to high plank. Lower down through a press up. Breathe in to up dog. Breathe out to down dog. Three-legged dog. We pick up the left foot and step it between the hands back into the lunge. This time, hands go behind the back. Inhale, open the chest, roll back the shoulders, look up. Exhale. Breathe in, arms sideways, reach up. Stretch up and lean back. Breathe out, hands come down to the floor and bring the right foot in to meet the left into your fold. Inhale, stretch up. All the way up. Exhale, forward fold, switching sides. Breathe in, come up halfway. Breathe out, step back the left foot. Big step back, bring the left knee down. Arms sideways, reach up and stretch up. Lean back. Breathe out. Hands come down. Each side of your foot. Right foot back to meet the left. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, slide forward to up dog. Exhale, push back to down dog. This time we pick up the right foot. Three-legged dog and step the right foot between the hands. Exhale. Hands behind the back. Interlock the fingers. Inhale. Open chest. Look up. Roll back shoulders. Exhale. Arms sideways. Breathe in and stretch up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Lean back. Exhale. Hands down to the floor. Each side of your foot. Step the left foot in to meet the right. Into the fold. Breathe in. Arms sideways. Breathe out. Hands into prayer. Let's go into our warrior series next. Take a sip of water if you like. We start standing at the front of the mat with our hands on our hips. We take a big step back with the right foot. Hip bones face forward. There's a small gap between the feet. Let's inhale and take your arms up towards the ceiling. Biceps are next to the ears. Exhale, bend the front knee. Check. Your knee is above the ankle and you can see the big toe on your front foot. Keep stretching your arms upwards. Look up towards the top hand. Press down through the outside edge of the back foot. The back knee is straight. And you twist your right hip in. Stretch up. Look up. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Change to warrior 2. Arms come down shoulder height. We turn the back foot 90 degrees. Now your hip bones face the long side of the mat. Palms down shoulder height. Look forward just in front of the middle finger on the front hand. Quick check, you can see your big toe still, and the knee is above the ankle or slightly behind the ankle. Keep a straight spine, stretch the arms apart. It's like someone's pulling your hands in opposite directions. Hold it. And change to reverse warrior. Flip the palm. Breathe in, stretch up. Back hand gently rests on the thigh. Look at the top hand. Take some deep breaths. Feel the chest expand. Exhale the hand down to rest on your thigh as gently as you can. The back hand makes a big circle. Back, up, and over. Straight line from fingertips down to the feet. Look at the top hand, take some deep breaths. One more breath. Stretch those fingers forward and then change. Going back to reverse warrior, but this time with a straight front leg. Taking a full inhale, and then exhale, warrior 2 arms. Next is triangle. My stance is a bit too wide here, so I'm going to walk one of my feet in. So my feet are now just a bit wider than the hips. Look forward, stretch forward, lean forward. The hips come out of the back. Stretch, 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 and then hinge at the hips. Press your knuckles into the shin. Both arms straight, both legs straight. You can look down, forward, or up at the top hand. Take deep breaths in and out through the nose. Keep stretching the top hand up. Keep pressing your knuckles into the shins. Final breath. Come out on an inhale. Engage your core and hinge back out. Put your hands on your hips and step the back foot in to meet the front. Take a breath before we switch sides. This time we step back, big step back with the left foot. Check your hip bones, face directly forward. Breathe in, take the arms up. Breathe out, bend the knee at the front. Check, your knee is above the ankle. You can see your big toe. We press through the outside edge of the back foot. The back knee is straight. Twist the left hip in. Biceps are next to the ears. We stretch the arms up and look up at the hands. Twisting the left hip in slightly and pressing through the outside edge of the left foot. Stretch your arms up. Reach up. Stretch the fingers. If you want to go deeper, lean back into a back bend. Final breath. And then we go directly to warrior 2. Arms come down shoulder height and we turn the back foot to 90 degrees. Hip bones now face the long side of the mat. The heels are now in a straight line. Look forward in front of the middle finger. Check you can see your big toe and the knee is above the ankle. Deep breaths. Spine straight. Final breath before we reverse the warrior. Change. Flip the front palm. Inhale. Stretch up, look up. Really feel the front of the chest expand and stretch. Final breath. Exhale the forearm down to the knee. Gently rest the forearm on the knee. Backhand makes a big circle. Big as you can. Back, up, over, stretch forward. Straight line from the fingers down to the feet. Try and lock out the elbow. Stretch the fingers forward. Look up towards the hand. Don't let the shoulder curl down. Shoulders stay stacked. Final breath. And change. Go back out the way we went in. Make the front leg straight. Take a deep inhale. Feel this side of the chest expand and then change the warrior 2 arms. Triangle pose. I'm going to walk my back foot in. Heel, toe. Heel, toe. Feet just a bit wider than the hips. Breathe in, make the spine long. Breathe out, lean forward. Hips come out of the back. Stretch forward. Stretch, 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 and then hinge. Press your knuckles into the shin. Straight line from top to bottom arm. Look down, look forward or up. Keep both knees straight. So lock out the knees, look up. Take some deep breaths. Weight spread evenly across the feet. Stretch the hands, stretch the fingers up towards the sky. Final breath. On an inhale, come out. Breathe in, engage the core. Slowly, come back up. Next, we're going to the wide leg forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Turn the feet in. The toes point in, the heels point out. Breathe and make the spine long. Breathe out. Forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Fold forward until you feel your spine starting to round. When the spine rounds, you can put your hands on the floor if you need for balance, or you put the knuckles into the shins. Working with the breath, we stretch the head and neck forward with each inhale. Keep your chin down towards your chest so the back of the neck is straight. Suck in the belly. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Press your knuckles into the shin. Keep the weight spread evenly across both feet. It's almost like you're trying to pull the top half of your body away from the hips. Stay with the breath. 4 or 5 seconds to inhale. 4 or 5 seconds to exhale. If you're more flexible, maybe you can grab the outside edges of your feet and pull on your feet. Take 2 more breaths. And to come out, we breathe in slowly, engage your core with control. Come back upright the same way we went in, arms out to the side. Now swing your arms behind the back. Interlock your fingers. Take a breath in. Open the chest, roll back the shoulders, look up slightly. Suck in the belly. Exhale, fold back down. This time getting into the shoulders. Spine can be slightly rounded. Keep the face and forehead relaxed. Don't bite down on the jaw. Don't screw up your eyes. Try and keep the neck relaxed. To come out, breathe in. Slowly, with control, back upright. Arms go out to the side. Take some little steps in or one big step in. Breathe in and then breathe out. Change. Okay, let's try some standing balances. We'll start with tree pose. So we'll start balancing on the left foot. Pick up the toes, put them down. Spread the weight evenly across the whole foot. Next, we start to pick up the right foot. Take the weight out of the right foot, place it below the knee, or you put it above the knee. Standing leg is super strong and super straight. Bring your hands into the prayer. Focus on something in front of you. Fix your vision in one fixed point. Steady breaths help you keep balance. To go further, inhale your hands up towards the sky if you want. And now at the end, stretch up. Try and lengthen your spine 2 inches up towards the ceiling. Hold it. And slowly change. Slowly lower down the hands. Release the foot. And switch side. So take the weight into the right foot. Pick up your toes, put them down. Spread the weight evenly across the whole foot. The right leg becomes very strong, straight at the knee. Pick up the left foot. Goes below the knee or goes above the knee. Hands into prayer. Focus your vision on something. Steady breaths. And if you want to go further, you inhale your hands up towards the ceiling. Go back to the breath. And at the end, breathe in, stretch up, reach up, feel your spine and everything grow 2 inches up towards the sky. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the arms down. Bring the foot down and take a little shake off. Let's go for eagle next. So we take the arms sideways, inhale. Next we exhale, cross the arms at the elbow, right arm under left. Option 1 is hands on shoulders. Option 2 is palms together. Option 3 is interlock your fingers. And then slowly move your elbows up and down. Start to mobilize your shoulders a little. Very gently, slowly moving them up and down. Then hold them down. Keep your legs squeezed together. Toes touch, heels touch. Suck in your belly, sit back into a chair. Now, if you want to go further, you pick up the right foot and place it over the left knee. Bring the knees into the center line, elbows into center line, sit down deeper, breathe. One more breath. And slowly change. Unravel your legs first. Breathe in. Unravel the arms. Stretch up, full lungs. Then breathe out. Left arm under right. Cross at the elbows. Option 1, hands on shoulders. Option 2, palms together. Option 3, interlock fingers. So slowly move the elbows up and down. And then hold them down. Squeeze the legs together. Toes touch, heels touch. Suck in the belly. Sit back into a chair. This time we can pick up the left foot. It can go across the thigh and maybe it can wrap behind the calf. Sit down deeper. Bring the knees to the center, elbows to the center. Go back to your breath. One more breath. And then unravel the legs. Breathe in, unravel the arms, stretch up. Exhale, hands down in prayer. One breath. Change. Okay, let's take it down to the ground now. We'll go via a sun salutation. So inhaling, stretching up. Exhaling, folding down. Breathe in, come up halfway, flat back. Breathe out, go to high plank and stay in high plank. We'll go for some side plank. So put your right knee on the ground, in between your hands. Next, we turn onto the side. The right hand goes in line with the knee. Let me just change my camera down. So knee in the center line, right hand in the center line, left hand on the floor, left foot on the floor, and we take the left hand up. So you can stay here, or you can bring the right foot to the left foot. Side plank. Keep your hips high, don't let the hips sag. You can look up towards the hand, hold it. So 3, 2, 1. Put your knee back down. Bring that left hand down. Back to all fours. And then switch sides. So left knee comes into the middle. Left hand goes into the middle. Right foot touches down on the floor. And lift up the right hand. You can stay here, or you take the left foot and join it to the right. Look up at the hand, breathe. Keep the core engaged. Don't let the hips drop down. Slowly change. Bring your knee back down. Bring the hand back down. Spend a moment on all fours. And then go to high plank. Back to high plank. We're going to lower ourselves down. Put your knees down if you need on the floor. Otherwise, go down via press up. Tap your chin on the floor. Ready for Cobra Bhujangasana. Bring the legs together. The legs squeeze together. Toenails press into the floor so your knees lift off the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next inhale, lift the torso using core strength only. Pressing the toenails into the ground. Squeeze your elbows tight to the body. Drop the shoulders down from the ears. Hands are just there for a bit of support. The hands aren't doing any work. Take 3 more deep breaths. Keep squeezing your legs together, stretching forward, stretching upward. And change. Tap your chin on the ground. Walk your hands 2 hand paces out to the side. This time, relax the legs. Everything from the waist down is relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. And push yourself up with your hands. This time, we're using arm strength. Every inhale, stretch forward and upward. Next, bring your elbows in closer. Drop the shoulders down from the ears. Keep everything from the waist down relaxed. Try and keep the forehead relaxed. Face relaxed. Stretching up, looking up. Breathing deeply. Two more deep breaths. To change, we go on an exhale. We exhale ourselves forward and down. Put your arms by the side, turn your head to the right, left ear on the ground and relax. Change. Come back to the center. We're going to go for our diagonal stretch across the back. 3 poses where you keep your forehead on the floor. Stretch the arms forward and keep your forehead on the ground. Next, lift the right arm and left leg. Stretch forward with the hand, stretch backward with the leg. Keep the breath moving steadily. Take it to the maximum. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Change. Lower down. Switching side. Left arm, right leg. Let's go. Lift up. Stretch forward. Stretch backward. Head on the floor. Steady breaths. As far as you can for 3, 2, 1. Change. Lower down. Take a breath. This time, both arms, both legs. Let's go. Lift. It's like someone pulling your hands forward, pulling your feet backward. Stretch as much as you can for 3, 2, 1. Change. Arms by your side. Look to the left. Right ear on the floor. Relax. Change. Come back to the center. Bring your hands forward where they were for Cobra and push yourself up onto your hands and knees. Let's spend a moment in child's pose again. Bringing our hips down to the heels and head to the ground, stretching our arms in front of us. Pull your fingers into the floor. One more breath. And then change. Come to seated position for our forward bends. Good idea to take a block or a cushion at this point and sit on it. Okay, start with Janusarasana with the left leg out to the front. So you can take a belt and wrap the belt around the ball of the foot strap, or you can breathe in, stretch up, suck in the belly, breathe out, forward fold. Try and keep your shoulders level. If you notice one of your shoulders went up in the air, just bring that back down flat. Knee slightly bent. Good to start with a bent knee, and over time, straighten out the knee. Most important thing is to keep a straight spine. So work with the breath. Every inhale to make space, and exhale, you fold down into that space. Take 2 more breaths. And to come out, just release the foot, release the belt, and let's switch sides. So you use a strap, or you breathe in, and then breathe out. So interlock the fingers on the ball of the foot, or use a strap on the ball of the foot. Start with the knee more bent. Use your breath to go deeper. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, maybe straighten the leg a bit more and fold down. Keep the shoulders level. Sometimes the left shoulder comes up in this one. Face, forehead, and jaw relaxed. Take 3 more breaths. To come out, release the foot, release the strap. We'll take both feet forward. Again, keep a super straight spine. You can either inhale your hands up and grab the big toes, or you use your strap on the ball of the feet. Again, breaths in, create space in the spine. Breaths out, fold down. Three more deep breaths. Maybe you can straighten the knees a bit more. Change, let go of the belt. Come back to seated. We're going for Baddha Konasana or cobbler pose, bringing the soles of the feet together. Using your thumbs to open the feet like a book, rotating the knees down. Press your elbows into the thighs. Sit with a straight spine, suck in the belly. Breathe into the hips. And at the end, try and take your head down towards the toes. Change. Come back upright. And let's go down onto our backs. Spend a few breaths in Shavasana. Just laying flat on the back, arms open, palms open to the ceiling. Take 3 breaths, laying completely still. Change. We'll take another bridge pose. So soles of the feet flat on the ground. Keep the knees parallel. Press your palms into the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift your hips. Don't let the knees come out to the side. Keep the legs parallel, pressing the palms into the floor. Breathe down the body towards the knees. Relax the glutes and relax the hamstrings. Hold it. And slowly change. Coming out. Going into our happy baby. We're going to send the feet up to the sky. Bring your arms inside and grab the big toes. Stack the ankles above the knees. Pull down on the toes. Keep the head on the floor or head on a pillow. Chin into your chest. Suck in the belly. And think about sending your tailbone down towards the mat. Flattening the very base of the spine towards the floor. Change to straddle. We're going to take the legs as wide as we possibly can and try to lock out the knees, if that's possible. Keep the head on the floor, chin into the chest, sucking in the belly, trying to flatten the tailbone down towards the ground. Final breath. And change slowly. Bring your knees in and lay flat on your back. Supine spine twist. We bend the left knee. Put the left big toe behind the right knee from the inside. Right hand goes on the left knee and we roll over to the right. Put your left hand palm down, shoulder height, and look at the left hand. Gently press the right hand into the knee. Then relax everything down into the floor. Total relaxation. You can close the eyes if you like and stay with closed eyes. No tension in the head anywhere. Relax the shoulders and neck. Feel your body sink down into the floor. Take a final breath. And then slowly change. Release the knee. Come back to the center, straighten out both legs. And then bend the right knee. Switching side, right big toe behind left knee. Left hand on the right knee. Roll over to your left. Put the right hand palm down, shoulder height. Look at the right hand and then press on the knee. If you can't get your palm down, shoulder height, put it palm up somewhere above your head. Go back to the breath. Relax down into the floor. Follow the breath in through the nose, into the body. Follow it back out. Circular flowing breath. Circular flow of energy. Take 2 more breaths. Last press on the knee with the hand. And then change. Release the leg. We're laying flat in Shavasana to finish. So hands are slightly away from the body with your knuckles into the floor, palms open to the ceiling. Bring the heels to touch and feet drop out to the side. Nothing to do besides lay completely still. Stay with your breath and just relax everything down into the floor. Try and keep the mind clear of thoughts. Find yourself thinking about anything, just let go of that thought and go back to the breath. We have 4 minutes silence to close the class. Try to stay completely still with a clear mind, focusing only on the breath. I'll let you know when the 4 minutes is up. gently start to wake up the body by moving the fingers and moving the toes. We slowly come out of Shavasana by bending up the knees, so the feet are flat on the ground, and then rolling onto the side. We curl up for a moment in a kind of fetal position. So you can stay here on your mat as long as you like. Otherwise, press your hand into the floor and come to seated. So thanks for tuning in today. Keep an eye on my Facebook for more news about Thursday and Friday class. Unsure if I can do those. Definitely can do one on Saturday morning. And I got the Grand Union classes on Thursday night and Sunday 100%. Okay, everyone, hope you have a good day. And namaste. See you soon. Adios.